Hi guys, FrostFangs here, and welcome back once again to another Smite video. Today I'm going to be talking about Camazotz in PTS, in jungle practice. So this is him, god of bats, here we go, look at how disgusting his icon is. He is the deadly god of bats, and he is Mayan. He looks really cool, he's an assassin. That's his kit, so if you want to just read through it quickly, you can. There it is. I'm going to go through it now quickly. I just kind of show off his abilities just in case you weren't able to see the patch notes themselves over on their live stream. This is being recorded at 2 AM on the Wednesday night, so, well, technically Thursday morning, but if I get anything wrong, it's not my fault. it's not my fault. So, passive, Essence Drinker. He gets a passive 5% lifesteal and healing extra. Now, I've got the actual, bang on everything on the left here so I don't get anything wrong. I'm going to try my best here. And every time a god dies, they leave behind a pool, which you can essentially drink from. You get 2% health, 2% mana, and you can drink 10 times. Camazotz is the only one that can see this, and if he's out of combat, he drinks it fast. So let me show you exactly what that looks like. Not going to give away the abilities just yet, so we can't kill him. What am I trying to do? As you can see, his walking animation's kind of goofy, but he looks cool. He looks incredibly cool. I'll get to everything else in a second. And you can see the passive meter in the bottom left. Basically, when the wing's up, that just means you're in combat. There's the ball, and if I go over it, it's not going to work right now because I'm fully healed. But as you can see, you can see the effect. So basically, he's going to have a lot of sustain, and that works into a lot of the rest of his kit. So his one, Screech. He screeches loudly into a wave that pierces minions and deals damage. This is basically your wave clear, and then it releases an echo. As you can see, if you pick one of those up, you get 15 seconds of vision on the character you echoed. Really don't want to give away the other abilities here, Roy. You're making this difficult. His third basic attack is a cone. I'm pretty sure it's 1-1-1, so there's not any speed up or anything. Yeah, okay, so it's 1-1-1, and the third one hits all enemies in the melee area. His one also buffs his power, so if you pick up an echo, I think you also get a bonus to your physical power for that entire duration, like the whole 15 seconds. His two. Now, his two is kind of his CC. You basically command a swarm of bats to fly out and attack a single target, damaging and slowing them, and carrying back health. So I'll show you what this looks like. Here we go. There we go. Deals a little bit of tick damage, then returns, and you heal. So he's got a lot of healing in his kit, a ton. Now this deals a lot more damage than the one, as you can see here. The scaling on it is pretty damn high in comparison to, everything else. What else? I'm trying to make sure that I'm covering everything here. The main thing, which is the thing that I like, basically, if you tag it on a buff, I have to go to a buff here to show you exactly what it does. But basically, you can tag the big minion of a buff and get an extra 5%. I think it's meant to... Actually, I think that's wrong. I'm pretty sure that's wrong, because on the patch notes over here, it says 3%. So that's most likely wrong. So as you can see, though, he's got now a mark on him. And as soon as that comes back to us, we've got a buff. And if I hover over the buff, you get increased lifesteal and healing. Just like a better version of your passive, and you can have that up to 3 times on 3 different buffs, and as far as I know, when you kill the buff, you don't lose your buff. So let me show you here. If we kill this, there you go, that drops, and now the next time that respawns, we can chuck the other one on it. As soon as that disappears, we'll get the second stack, so we'll have 10%. And if you look at the bottom again on the passive menu, you can see now there's 2, it goes up to 3. Pretty sure it's meant to be 3%, not 5%, that's just a bug. As I said, this has been recorded literally as soon as PTS came out. Now his 3, Devour. It's a leap. It deals damage and you heal. So there really isn't much to the 3. This is what it looks like. It's very, very simple. Not a very long cooldown on any of his abilities. His 2 actually has a really, really short cooldown, which is something that I feel might get nerfed. He feels very heavy for an assassin. He's one of the assassins that, if you get jumped on, you're going to have a pretty hard time, fighting him because of how much freaking heals he has. But he feels very heavy. He doesn't feel like he's got... Well, he doesn't have many movement abilities. He's quite slow. And he's quite goofy, just the way he walks. But at the same time, I really feel like if you got jumped by Camazotz, you're probably going to get screwed. Now, his ultimate, which is my favorite part, because I actually predicted before he was released that he was going to have an ultimate where he flew and picked people up. He doesn't pick people up, but I was pretty damn close. So you fly in the air, you're CC immune. You're also immune during the short little distance when you leap. That's what they said in the patch notes. Could be wrong. While flying, you can sweep forward 3 times. The third time makes you land. And you deal more damage, 10% more, depending on how many people you hit. So the second person will take 10% extra, third person will take 20% extra, or it could be 20 and 30. I'm not 100% sure on that. Oh, it's 10% per god. Okay. So let me show you his kit. We got 2, we got 1, we got leap. I completely failed at that. But he's got a ton of sustain. You're going to want to build tanky items, and what I've got here is basically just power, pen, and slight protections. Because as I said, he's got a lot of sustain. You're going to want some protections considering how much you're healing. You want to be able to tank a little bit more. And I'm going to go ahead and show you the ultimate, which is probably my favorite part of his kit. It's a little bit silly, but it looks amazing. So there we go. There's the meter, as you can see. Swoop, swoop, and one more. There you go. That also seems to put a pool on the ground before he's dead. Scratch that. That was wrong. I killed Ra there earlier. That was a mistake. Cooldowns, as I said, they're all pretty low. I know I'm nearly max cooldown on my build right now, but still, they don't feel very long. Like the 2, you use it, it goes on cooldown as soon as you shoot it out, and by the time it returns with the heal, it's nearly back up again. Really, really cool. Trying to make sure I've covered everything. Hi-Res Ajax did actually tweet out saying that some of the things that are missing, there are some things that are missing from PTS that are going to be fixed on Friday. His 1's going to be buffed, his 4's going to be nerfed, so these aren't 100% accurate if you watch this video later. And he also moved some buff numbers between passive and 2. So just a little bit of a mix around between certain things. These aren't the final version. Again, this is PTS, so most of this is subject to change. I really like his design, possibly my favorite design out of all the assassins. Not sure how he's going to end up. I'm actually interested to see where he places. He's definitely a jungler. You could solo with him. Could be kind of hard, but those are the roles that he's going to play in Conquest. I feel like he's all-round really, really awesome. Design's cool. Tons of healing. Slow, though, which is weird for an assassin. Slow. He's got Wave Clear from the 1, and you're going to level the 2 if you want to just have tons of damage and a single target damage, not multi-target damage. If you want to be able to clear the wave and help clearing waves, you're going to want to level the 1, because that goes through minions. The 2 does not. The 2 does not, but it deals more damage. As you can see, tick damage, and then you heal back from it. 1's for wave clear, 2's for freaking single gods. As far as I know, it doesn't go through minions. As far as I know, it stops on the first target. Let me just check that real quick. I'm going to have to actually check this with the minion wave, because I'm not 100% sure. This doesn't count because this minion... Just get out here. Just leave. Basic attacks look awesome. His design overall is really cool. Absolutely terrifying. And we did kind of need more Mayan gods. A lot of people were asking for it, so I'm really happy that they've brought him in. He looks amazing. So let me show you here. The 1, as you can see, goes through them. The 2 doesn't. The 2 stops on the first target, even on minions. So there we go. And as far as I know, the ult does indeed pass through minions. And it just looks so cool. You've got CC immunity on the ult. I'm going to have to test the actual, immunity on the 3 because I'm not sure if you're going to be, able to deny Ares ults with just your 3, which would be kind of weird considering it's got, 10 seconds cooldown with the build I'm rolling right now. As I said, the build's not really definitive, it's just a placeholder because that seems to be what kind of would work with him, in my opinion. I'm actually going to try this and just see if we can... That wasn't really a good test. I'm going to have to try that again. Give me 6 seconds. Let me know your thoughts on Camazotz in the comment section down below, because I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. Overall, I just love the way he looks. That's my favorite part. Let's see if we can immune some damage. Use that, use that. Let's see if we can do it. I failed again. That was really weird. So his falling animation's really cool, because he's got his wings out. He overall just looks awesome. The recolor for him does look good, but I couldn't get it to work right now on PTS. I don't know why. Again, all this stuff will be fixed by the time it goes live. I reckon you could dodge that. I think what I'm doing is I'm diving, and that thing lasts for so long, I need to test it on something else. What can I test it on? Do I test it on Ra, I suppose? I suppose I could test it on Ra. Relics, don't really have a preference for relics. Relics are relics, it doesn't really matter too much. His freaking running animation is so cool. When he's going faster, he crawls forward quicker. That's amazing. He just looks so evil. Okay, I'm gonna try and get this Ra to deal some damage. You can immune damage from it! So you could immune an Ares ult if you time that properly. You can for sure immune Ra ults, because I'm pretty sure that hit me when I was in my leap. So I'm pretty sure it gives you a tiny amount of immunity. They mentioned it on the patch notes really quickly, but it doesn't say it there, that's why I'm not sure. Either way, an assassin with a ton of sustain, ridiculously cool design, and overall, I'm just looking forward to his release, to see where he places, and to see how people play him, honestly. I'm really looking forward to it. So thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you've enjoyed. I will see you all very soon. And as always, stay frosty.